So that was a long time ago when I was a young lad of, I don't know, I think I was like, it was a scary Sugar Shack way back in the day. That was many, many moons ago, and that was before like the Chatty was ever even around. I was a big Quake fan. Played a lot of Quake, played a lot of Quake 2. That's one of the things that actually got me into making games was Quake and Quake 2. I did a lot of level design and I got into making maps for those games. I really liked generating 3D environments and running around in them. And I was really competitive too. I played a lot of competitive Quake and Quake 2 and Quake 3. So I was just drawn to the community. I really liked sharing just the love of like Quake and FPS games way back at that time, and it was probably, I don't know, it was probably like 97, 98, sometime right around there. And that was before I even like got into the game industry or even before I went to school. I'm a lurker on the Chatty. I don't post very often, but if you look at my history, it's kind of, and I've done that, it's interesting to see where I've gone from before I went to college, and then I went to DigiPen, and I'm posting like just it's kind of like a weird life history on the Chatty of where my careers went, and then getting a job at Obsidian and like going back to KOTOR 2 and it was working on something like that was a dream come true. So it's been fun, and I read the Chatty every day. It's just kind of like a part of my life. And it's weird because I've probably spent more time, like more than half of my life has been with Shacknews, which is kind of an interesting experience. It's kind of like a routine of mine, like drinking coffee in the morning or something. It's like, oh, I'm gonna read the Chatty and see what's going on. Most of the people going are almost like myself, or we've started reading the Chatty way back, and I think the community is a lot more adult. There's still a focus on games, but like the Trump dump is interesting to read, and I get most of my news through the Chatty, which is also somewhat weird. But I like seeing what trends that people that are probably have similar lives to myself, like there's a lot of developers on the Shack, and just a lot of probably late 20s, 30s, 40 somethings that are still interested in gaming and still play a lot of games and still are gamers, but also have like lives outside of gaming and families, and it's cool to share and read about people's experiences and lives and stuff like that. Do it for Shacknews.